our country's policy, and I believe that we need to manage it. It must be managed. Hamilton proved it. Our success as a manufacturing nation proved it. We need to get back to some of those basic elements. Some of the benefits that we see are tax reform. Tax reform must be revisited. Everyone knows it. We have the highest tax rate, depending on who you talk to, of the industrialized world. That's a big deal to large manufacturing companies, but it's a huge deal to small, mid-sized manufacturers and entrepreneurs that are looking to start businesses. Same with regulation. Trade policy, fair trade has got to be reviewed. In our manufacturing policy, we must fold trade reform into that solution. We must. Our trade deficit, it was just reported in this week's Business Week, is at a record high. We're supposed to be fixing this, and yet it continues to rise. Even though reshoring is real, it's like using a squirt gun on a forest fire. Regulatory reform, it goes without saying. These are roadblocks often. Many are necessary. A policy is a form of regulatory control. I'm a proponent of that. Not all regulations are bad, but like the inundation of policies and plans and initiatives that we've seen recently, this is how our regulatory policies in this country are managed also. With little adhesion, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, and it causes more harm often than good. Immigration reform must be dealt with realistically. There's talent there that we can use. I don't need to tell any of you of a certain age the impact that immigration had, particularly in the STEM areas, on World War II. Let's be sensible about managing our visas, and let's be quick about it. Patent and trademark reform. It's very, very difficult for a company, much less a small company, to attain patents or trademarks. Even though there was some reform that was performed in the past year, it's insignificant in comparison to the roadblocks that this presents to small, medium-sized manufacturers in the U.S. I want to leave you with this, that Hamilton had the right idea, that to identify markets, to identify materials, to identify sectors that must be protected, Hamilton put in place tariffs. He put in place monetary support of those areas of our economy and manufacturing that deserved the attention and the support. I believe it's time that we get back to that, and that we demand that a policy be put in place and it be easily understood. And I know I'm asking for cohesion in the government, which is next to impossible right now. It seems that everyone is just looking to be loud so they can be heard over the other guy. Let's get together and let's do some grassroots, basic reform on these issues. Get the right people at the table rather than setting up separate card tables for the kids on Thanksgiving. Get each other talking, and I hope that this has helped you some to talk amongst yourselves.